Hello, everyone. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel for the first time. If you're a first-time viewer, hi, my name is Caitlin, and welcome to Caitlin J. Reads. Yeah, today we're gonna do a book haul. You know, I've got a couple books here by my side, all right, that I want to show you because there are some I'm excited about. There are some that are just beautiful. There are some that I've been loving recently, okay? And I want to share that with you guys today, all right? So make sure to like, comment down below any books you've gotten recently that you're super excited about, all right? Subscribe. Why not sub to the channel, you know? We're at 121. Thank you to all my subscribers. Let's get on with the video. We're going to start with Just by Looking at Him by Ryan O'Connell. First of all, read this book. It was really great. All right. This book is about a man in Hollywood. He is a writer for, I don't know, I think comedy. But he has cerebral palsy, and it's about how the world is not made easy for people with disabilities whatsoever, and they're almost forced to be confined in an able-bodied world. It's not almost, they are forced to be put into an able-bodied world. And this just talks about the struggle of addiction, his path in Hollywood, his path within his own personal self, and his self-struggle with his disability. And I just really loved this book. All right? It's really, really great. All right? I liked it, at least. Not a big lit fic girl, you know? Lit fic? Is that what it is? But I thought this is good. And I mean, come on. This cover, you can't beat it. So I had to get it, you know, from the cover alone. It's just gorgeous. All right. Great job to the cover designer of this book. Thank you. Then we have Manhunt by Gretchen Felker Martin. Again, another book that I read in the month of August. This is an apocalyptic horror. All right. I don't want to say too much, but it's really great. All right. I think I talked about it a little bit more in my August wrap up. And if you want to hear a little bit more in depth of a synopsis about what it's about, go there. But this book gets a lot of talk because J.K. Rowling in this universe, all right, is, you know, and that is quite literally half a paragraph of this entire book. All right, quite literally half a paragraph. This book is so much more than that one moment that people try to sell the book on. All right. So, sorry, my dogs are barking. So, yeah, I want more people to read this book, more people to talk about this book. Okay. It's really, really, really interesting. It covers lots of broad ranges of topics within this apocalyptic horror verse. All right. And this cover. Come on. Come on. And it directly references a part in the book. Amazing. Love that. All right. Great. Good. Great. Awesome. Then we have The Second Rebel by Lyndon A. Lewis. I don't know if I talked about finally finding this book in paperback. All right. I don't know if it was included in my last haul or not. It's been a little while since I've bought this book, but I figured I would just throw it in anyways, just in case I didn't cover it last haul. We all know this is my favorite book so far in the First Sister Trilogy installment. The last book comes out in November. I'm so excited. Again, this has great representation, great LGBTQIA specifically representation. And especially within, like, it goes within all facets between the author, between the book itself, and even the audiobook narrators reflects, you know, the gender preferences of the people that are being, you know, that we're reading from in the book. And I really like that. I respect that quite a lot. All right. So I really enjoy this trilogy. All right. I really enjoy it so far. Pretty much the first book, space opera, gay space opera. All right. We have a new captain, and we have someone called the First Sister, and the sisters cannot speak. They can't communicate. So, you know, the captain kind of pulls a little bit of communication out of our First Sister, and the rest is kind of history. Everything goes down from there. All right. The Second Rebel, stakes are raised. We learn more about the universe that they're living in. We learn more about our characters. Amazing. Love it. All right. Great book. I'm excited for the third and final one in the trilogy. Then we have A Hollow Kingdom, which is actually the book I'm reading right now. All right. Couldn't pass up on this cover. All right. Thank you to the subscriber that recommended this book. Thank you. I really enjoy it. All right. While I can deal without the crow emulating his owner for the first 50%, when he starts to change, oh boy, it's for a reason that first 50%, he's the way he is. All right. And I'm really enjoying this book so far. All right. Haven't finished it yet. But again, how can I pass up this beautiful neon green with this beautiful, beautiful crow and the little puppy that is on the side? It sticks out, you know? So I had to get it. I had to pick it up. And yeah, that's that. If you don't know what this book is about, it's pretty much an apocalyptic zombie story about what happens to the animals in a situation like this. All right. And it's really interesting. I really enjoy it so far. Okay. All right. Cool. Then we have everyone's trying to get their little grubby nubs on this book, and that is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Phenomenal novel, if you haven't read it already. Absolutely amazing memoir, all right? Look up the triggers before reading this, is what I will say, all right? If you can't handle this emotionally, wait until a point where you're able to handle it emotionally to read it, to get the most out of it. Her narrative style and the way she wrote this memoir are gorgeous, all right? You can tell that she was meant to be a writer in some capacity, whether that's in TV scripting. I know she's working on another novel, which I'm so excited about. If you watched her interview with Whitney Cummings, she talked about working on a second novel, which I will 110% be buying after reading the prose of this novel, all right? And this cover, iconic. The title, iconic. The graphic designer on this book cover really did that, you know? The colors are very trendy. The font is very eye-catching. It's very newspaper-esque to me. And she's the pink and the pink urn. And I think it is a very joyous and almost, it's a big juxtaposition to the content inside this book. They're making it look fun and poppy on the outside, but it truly is a really great juxtaposition to the inside of the book while still getting the message across. And if you haven't read this, like I said, if you're able to, I highly recommend. If you're not able to, wait on it and then read it when you're in a good headspace, because it's worth the read eventually. Okay? So, yeah. I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Then we have the Fox and Wit version of Babel. Ooh, I'm so excited to have Babel in. All right. If you take a look at this cover, this will be the only time you're able to look at it, because quite honestly, while the art is beautiful, I wish I had this as like an art print. I don't really love it as a book cover, but to my surprisement, it also comes with the original tower cover. So for display and for, the time being, I'm going to be displaying Babel with this dust jacket just because I like it a little bit more. Like I said, while the art on this is gorgeous, it just doesn't seem like a dust jacket to me. I don't know. So I've just been keeping it in an empty space in my bookshelf. But yes, Babel by R.F. Kuang. You knew it was coming eventually in this video. Okay? I am one to ride for Miss Rebecca Kuang. All right? I will ride or die for her. She doesn't know me, and that's okay. I don't know her either. But her books, phenomenal. I'm going to talk on Friday. I'll babble on. Get it? About, how much I love the Poppy War in a different video. But Babel is just beyond compare. I adore Babel. I love Babel. Why did I just say that? I haven't read Babel. Anyways, the Poppy War is beyond compare. So I'm sure Babel will be amazing. and I'm so excited to read it. Just waiting for my audiobook hold to come in. And if it doesn't come in time, I'm going to bite the bullet and get it on Audible. But I also saw recently Barnes & Noble came out with an audiobook company. I don't like Barnes & Noble either. But yeah, whatever. Then we are getting into a duology that I just finished off. And I loved it, all right? I had to get it for my dear, dear bookshelves because I just enjoyed this experience so damn much. All right, and that is A Memory Called Empire, which I wish it was a full-size cover, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. All right, this is the first in the Text Kalan duology. The second is A Desolation Called Peace. I wish they were both either shiny or both matte, okay? But instead, one is matte and one is shiny, but it is what it is, right? I just want the books for my bookshelf. But this one, at least, has a full cover. All right, this is the sequel, A Desolation Called Peace. This is about grapple with an oppressing empire and the risk of your own home planet assimilating into said empire. This is First Contact. They are connected, but two different stories. You know, two different stories, okay? We have a main plot line that's carried off throughout these two, all right? But they're two different stories at its core. So I love these books by Martin, all right? They're great. They're phenomenal. I love it. I can't wait to display them on my shelf. I love it so much, okay? And I don't hear enough people talking about it, all right? I read A Memory Called Empire because I saw a tweet. I don't even remember what the tweet said, but what I remember is this next to the Poppy War. And I said, oh, you know, already in my library hold, okay? And then I saw Joel Rochester talk about this book because he got it on, I think, a blind date with a book video. And I was like, definitely reading it, okay? And then this book, I think I liked this one more, just a little more, but they were both so good. This one was so good too. I don't know. They were both really good. You should read this duology. Arcady said that there are going to be more books in the series, but they're going to be like different. You know, it's just going to be Text Kalan series as a whole, but different stories now. Okay, and I am so excited for whatever she decides to put out because she knows how to hit. All right, she does. And last but not least, how could I film a video on September 13th without this in my grimy little paws? All right, Nona the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. I am so excited to read this book, although I think I will do a reread for Gideon and Harrow both before going into Nona the Ninth. All right, you gotta. If you've read the first two and you haven't reread, let's all reread together because I have a feeling it's going to be necessary. And I think you probably agree with me, okay? But Nona the Ninth, I love this cover. So iconic. The hamburger shirt. You can't see, all right? You can't see, but the hamburger shirt, the dog, all the colors, the helmet. The cover for this is iconic, all right? I adore this, and I'm just so excited to read it. You know, I break my you can only buy it if you've read it clause for books like these, okay? I'm just so excited. And to have the trilogy finished all beautifully, forget about it, all right? So that is it for today. Thank you for coming to my video, to my book haul, all right? I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. Comment down below. Like I said, what book did you get this month? And, you know, what book are you excited about that you just picked up? All right. I am probably most excited for Nona and Babel, since those are the two books I haven't read yet. All right. So, yes. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. I've been a man, if you can't tell. I've been listening to Lover recently, okay? And this will be a little extra if you're still here at the end of the video. I've been listening to Lover recently, because we all know Midnights is side B to Lover, because Lover was almost named Daylight based off the song Daylight. So yeah, that song stuck in my head. What can I say? I can't say anything. She slaps.